guys, it's Tuesday, we're back in the shed. It means one thing, let's do another spooky reaction video. We're going back to Sir Spooks, we haven't been here for a little while. If you wouldn't mind popping by his channel, drop him a sub, the link is in the description. Be very grateful for that. This video is called 11 Scary Videos Not for the Faint of Heart. Let's hope there's some good creepy stuff in here. Give it a watch. Let's get the cans on.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The first video we'll be taking a look at comes to us from the popular Paranormal Encounters subreddit and was posted by a user known as SLeet. The uploader explains that at the time this video was filmed, 8 years ago, they were working as a rehab nurse and they had the night shift. One of the patients sadly passed away and they prepared her body for the family to come visit and the mortuary to take her away. SLeet says that the hall was mostly empty and there was nobody at all near their room. They also explained that it was the middle of the night and so there wouldn't be any TVs being turned on that late. This is why what happened next was so shocking to the uploader. Watch this. As you just saw and heard, some really strange voices are seemingly coming from the phone. In the words of the uploader, quote, "The dead woman's call light turns on. I go down there and shut it off. It was hanging on the wall, nowhere near the body. I go back to my station. The light turns on again. This time, I answer it on the phone just so it will turn off without me having to go down there. That's when the speaker turns on and I hear this in her room. Can anyone make out the words?" End quote. Some people in the comments have pointed out that they could hear the words birthday and daughter, but there isn't much else that people have been able to decipher, sadly. What do you guys make of this highly unsettling video? Do you think there's someone trying to contact this rehab nurse from the dead? And if so, what else are they saying on the phone? Be sure to let me know your thoughts down below.
Yeah, there's a few. There are words, but I kind of make out exactly what's being said. But it is quite eerie, the fact that apparently there's no tellies on or anything like that near or in the vicinity of where this phone is, and it keeps activating itself. And apparently the first time it was even hanging off the hook. It's strange. Still not really sure what to make of it, even though we saw it in a previous video not so long ago. But curious. I was hoping to be a bit more in the comments in the Reddit or whatever that would try and shed a bit more light on it. But weird, nonetheless. Let us know what you guys make of it. It could just be interference or something picking up from somewhere else, but still creepy.
Over on the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, a user by the name of Pluto Seeker shared a bizarre video just a few days ago that's gotten a lot of people talking and theorizing. The uploader explains that he and his girlfriend put up cameras in their new home workshop the night before and started recording footage when they captured something that took them both off guard.
I'm a bit... Are these eyes or is this someone creeping about? There's a lot of stuff happening here. Oh. Right.
Over on the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, a user by the name of Pluto Seeker shared a bizarre video just a few days ago that's gotten a lot of people talking and theorizing. The uploader explains that he and his girlfriend put up cameras in their new home workshop the night before and started recording footage when they captured something that took them both off guard.
I'll try not to fat thumb things this time. It does look like eyes, that. It's probably not, but it... No, hold on. What was that shadow near my head? I'll just turn me off.
Out of nowhere, a mysterious dark shadow can be seen flying past inside of the uploader's living room. He says the footage was filmed at 4:31 AM and clarifies that the windows were covered. He also says that he has no clue as to what was captured on the footage and is hoping that anyone online will have a theory that'll make sense. Because this video is so new, there haven't been any concrete answers given to Pluto Seeker, but we can only hope that this mystery gets solved soon so he can go back to living his life in peace, unafraid of whatever this strange thing is.
Yeah, I mean, if the blinds are down and stuff, then there shouldn't really be any shadows, but sometimes you do get the odd one creeping through. But would it project the full length of the room like that? Possibly. Or is it something a bit more sinister? There is no what you guys make of it. Intriguing. I do like stuff like this, to be fair, but like I say, it's, I suppose it, light travels quite far, to be fair, so it could be a little crack in the blind or round the side or something that sort of, if a car goes past, it could, well, then that would be light, not shadow. Strange. There is no good stuff. I thought we were looking at the eyes hanging up. Oh Christ, here we go. These are creepy enough
an
anyhow.
electronic robotic toy that is designed to resemble a mix between an owl and a hamster.
Wasn't there like some sort of theory that they all got possessed or something some time ago?
The toys quickly became a pop culture phenomenon due to their interactive capabilities and unique, evolving personalities. However, there's something undeniably unsettling about them that millions of people can't quite put their finger on.
They are creepy little
If you're one
things,
of the
like.
many people out there that have a fear of Furbies, then this following piece of footage is going to make you terrified of them for life.
My sister had one the first time round, going back donkey's years, and they were bloody awful then, to be honest.
The video in question was posted to TikTok in March of 2025 by a man named Conan Andrew, and showcases the Furby sitting in his room, which he says he purchased at a thrift store, broken. For the first little while in the video, all seems to be perfectly fine, but that all changes rather quickly when this happens.
Just moving, not making any noises. That's creepy. Creepy.
Out of nowhere, the eerie looking children's toy moves by itself, much to Conan's horror and bewilderment. Is it possible that this particular Furby was possessed by the spirit of a deceased individual? Or do you think it's more likely that this toy was simply malfunctioning? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Silent
This
Hill.
next video that was posted to Reddit has been garnering a ton of talk among people, and it's not hard to see why. The video in question is blurry drone footage filmed in a forest in an undisclosed location. At first, the video appears relatively normal, but things take a considerably stranger turn in just a matter of seconds.
Normal. What?
Suddenly, a tall and lanky creature can be seen bounding its way through the forest, almost like it knows it's being filmed by a drone high up above, and it's trying to avoid being seen. Of course, naturally, lots of people believe that this footage showcases none other than Bigfoot himself, which definitely seems to be a possibility, but others are not so convinced. In fact, a large number of people, including the person that uploaded this to the Bigfoot subreddit, believe that it could be the result of AI. The uploader explains that he believes the lack of ground disturbance under the entity seems a bit off to him. But he says that the movements of the creature also seem too deliberate and intelligent to be the result of a run-of-the-mill AI creator. So what do you guys think? Do you believe that this footage is legitimate video proof of Bigfoot's existence, or is this just the result of a highly skilled and professional AI software?
Or just someone walking through the woods that shouldn't be. Not sure about that one.
In February of 2025, a man named Michael J. Beck has uploaded a video to his TikTok account which sees him wandering around an abandoned building to see if there's anything of interest inside. The video, which was filmed in Nashville, sees Michael wandering around the building for a couple of seconds, unable to find anything, except he says he may be hearing voices. Just as soon as he says this, he finds himself even more terrified than he was just seconds before.
Yeah, I'm at this abandoned prison in Nashville, and I've been hearing voices, and I'm not sure if it's real or not. Oh my god.
Instantly, the door that's directly in front of him can be seen closing slowly, while an ominous shadowy entity with piercing glowing eyes stares at him from behind the door. Unfortunately, the video ends just a couple of seconds after this creature makes an appearance, so it's unclear exactly what happened next. There's also not a lot of context provided with this video, so it's not clear why exactly Michael was in this particular abandoned building. Is it possible that he heard stories of this place and wanted to see if the rumors were true? Also, the obvious question: what in the world was this creature with the glowing eyes? Did it have any ill intent? These are questions that we will most likely never get the answer to.
I don't know about that one either. It could well just be a setup with someone, but curious nonetheless. Let us know what you guys make of it.
This next piece of footage we'll be having a look at was posted on the UFO subreddit and is one of the most interesting UFO sighting videos that you'll watch in quite some time. The footage was marked by the Department of Defense (DoD) and was taken on January 15th, 2023.
Intriguing.
Take a look at the video and see for
If
yourself
legit.
just why this video has been a hot topic online recently.
Looks like a curling stone. Shooting laser guns. The movement's quite erratic, like, to be fair.
In the video, we watch as what seems like a UFO arrives in view of the camera and seems to spit out a bunch of what appears to be tiny orbs all around the sky. What could possibly be going on here? Apparently, according to the uploader, this case has yet to be solved and it's been baffling people on the internet for the past 2 years. However, one commenter believes that they have the answer, saying, quote, You're looking at an MQ-9 in the first part
That's
of
a
this video.
drone, yeah.
The last half is looking at an airplane from far away from an MQ-9 sensor ball. The little squares coming off of it are the software trying to find a place within the image that the sensor can lock onto, called tracks." End quote. So does this really have a boring explanation to it? And if so, why wouldn't the DoD be able to come up with that answer? Something about this seems off.
The tracking bit I'd quite take as a proper theory. The object itself, it's so hard to tell. It's just so blurry. Obviously, the focus is on the center point, which does look sort of roundish. But if there are wings and stuff, sort of, I don't know. There was parts of it where it did sort of look like it had a shape around, like here, like the tail and the wings and the cockpit or whatever. But it's far too grainy and stuff to tell well that, like, for all it's DOD, apparently that's DOA as far as footage goes, I think.
The little squares coming off of it are the software trying to find a place within the image that the sensor can lock onto, called tracks. End quote. So does this really have a boring explanation to it? And if so, why wouldn't the DoD be able to come up
I'm not
with
sure
that
about
answer?
that one. It
Something about
looked
this
quite
seems off.
ominous at first, but when they zoomed in or whatever, it doesn't seem to make much sense.
Over on the Paranormal Encounter subreddit, a user by the name of Boasenge Fluesta posted a video that he says he got from a friend, which showcases some home surveillance camera footage that was filmed overnight. Take a look at the video and see what happens. For the
What
first
was
couple of seconds, all appears to be nice and quiet in this house, but that gets disturbed rather quickly when out of nowhere,
Is this a hand?
a water jug can be seen forcefully getting thrown to the floor by something invisible. A comment that was made on the video by a Reddit user known as A Pittman27 provides some much appreciated context that will give us a better idea as to what was going on here. It reads as follows, quote, "Hi dude, this is my house. Sorry about the mess. Kinda have a baby and didn't think to clean it before setting up this fake ass video. This is why I did not post this video for all to see. I knew there would be naysayers for sure, but the keyboard warriors really get to me. I have no other explanation for you and can tell y'all till I'm blue in the face that this is real. I have no reason to make this up. Didn't post it everywhere for likes. OP is our friend and wanted to show the video. The reason the camera is in the kitchen is the day before we found the same watering can after it went missing for weeks. We found the watering can on the kitchen counter, so we set up the camera the day the watering can appeared, not thinking it would actually capture something. This isn't the only occurrence of weird shit we captured on the camera, but yeah, not sharing for the rude public. In conclusion, believe what you want, but it's a real video and I'm a real human mom with a real life kitchen and real life feelings. Bye." End quote. This comment is a
Fair enough. And who can argue with that, love?
clear representation of why many people decide not to upload their
I mean, at first, when it's just sliding like that, it could be that water thing, when water is sort of trapped under an object and it sort of glides eventually. But it doesn't half take off at the end, so not really sure. It seems to flip over as well, like it's being hit from under the spout sort of area.
paranormal evidence on the internet. Anyone who has ever uploaded their alleged paranormal footage has been met with ridicule and mean comments. And that's just really unfortunate and frustrating, to say the least.
That's got me thinking, though.
So what do you guys think now that you know the context? Do you think that there is
What
something
is that?
paranormal roaming the halls of this mother's house?
Because it seems to
Is there
move.
something else at play here? And if so, what? Be sure to let me know what you guys are
I
thinking.
mean, it looks like the back of a chair, but it does seem to move. I don't know, there's something doesn't seem quite to sit right with that one. Let us know what you guys think.
On July 16th, 2019, a YouTube channel posted a video with the title of "Some Cursed Video I Found" that has terrified viewers ever since it got posted, and it's not hard to see why. The video in question is a POV shot of someone outside at night walking out to their backyard, only to seemingly press a random button on the ground. At first, it seems as though nothing of interest happens, but that all changes in the blink of an eye.
Was it like a bell or something? The hell?
In seconds, a huge and lanky creature can be seen rapidly making its way toward the videographer on all fours before the video ends abruptly, leaving us all to wonder what in the world we just watched. Interestingly, the cameraman has no reaction when this creature comes bounding toward him, almost as if he completely expected this to happen, which is quite bizarre. A lot of people have pointed out that the creature in the video looks a lot like the infamous Rake, which seems quite accurate if you ask me. But what is this thing really? We'll likely never know.
There are some creepy things, like, but whether the setups or what, I don't know. But like he says, there doesn't seem to be any real panic in the guy. He just sort of backs off a bit. Weird. Looks horrible though. Oh, here we go, in the ring.
The following video was uploaded to the High Strangeness subreddit by a user known as 87 Lucas Oliveira and was filmed on a farm in El Salvador on February 6th, 2025. The footage in question shows the property being filmed at night while a pack of dogs can be seen and heard barking at something in the distance that they clearly aren't too happy with. But what are they barking at? We're about to find out.
What the hell? What?
A bizarre humanoid-looking shadow or transparent apparition can be seen at the back of the property moving from left to right. As for what exactly this creepy entity is, nobody knows for sure.
The dogs
To this
definitely
day,
react to
this
whatever
case
that is.
hasn't been solved. What do you guys think this entity is? Do you think it's something sinister, or do you think this might just be something totally harmless? Let me know in the comments.
I mean, at first I thought like just a camera glitch or something, because there seems to be a lot of stuff going on where the dogs move and stuff like that, but they do seem to run at it and they're looking at it. That's mad. That's crazy. What do you guys make of that one? That's possibly something there. That's creepy ass. I like it.
A Reddit user named Buddy Prize
Definitely
posted a
look like a
video to the
person.
Paranormal Encounters subreddit 10 months ago that has been freaking people out ever since, and for good reason. The video shows the man and his dog staring out of a window, watching the backyard shed for something. Be sure to take a good look behind this shed and see if you notice anything unusual.
I think we're seeing this one a while back as well. Another peekaboo bastards.
Bro, what the?
A creepy dark silhouette of a human is seen lurking behind the shed for unknown reasons. The uploader explains that the video in question was filmed at his grandma's house and says that the year or two prior to this video being taken was when his grandfather had passed away. Do you think it's possible that the person lurking behind the shed is that of his late grandfather, Or is this something else entirely?
I'm sure your grandfather wouldn't just stand there and play peekaboo.
Hopefully it's just his grandfather coming back to pay a visit from the dead, and not something with sinister intentions.
I just don't get it. I don't get the whole... Is it just me that thinks that way or what? But surely if there's something there, they'll make themselves know more than just like, ooh, ooh, what's happening? That's frustrating them one's mind. I want to
Chris
believe
from
so
the YouTube
much.
channel Urbex Hill is widely
Oh,
known
it's this
in the
guy
online
again.
community for uploading lots of videos of himself exploring some of the creepiest abandoned buildings known to man, and this next video of his is just as creepy as the rest. In
We've
this
probably seen
particular
this one in the
video,
last couple of
Chris
weeks as
is
well.
exploring an abandoned factory in the middle of the night. He went to this factory 2 years in the past, and during his exploration found a homeless man in the corner, deep within the
Yeah.
factory. On his second trip back, just 7 minutes into his journey, is when the horror kicks in. Watch this.
Super sketchy. Walking underneath this. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
A bizarre knocking noise can be heard coming from a bit farther away. Despite being weirded out by it, Chris nevertheless presses onward. A bit later on,
He's a brave
Chris's
fella,
light
like.
goes out, so he uses his phone flashlight. From here, things take a seriously bizarre and unsettling turn, to say the least.
It would be pretty cool to go to places like that, but there's always that concern that there's somebody else there.
Shit. My light went out. Jesus Christ. Man, are you serious right now?
As Chris continues to make his way through the eerie factory, he finds himself in for one last scare as he walks down a creepy hallway. It's here in which Chris makes the horrifying discovery that he might not be alone in there.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
And sort of make out someone walking across, that's mad. I don't think he even picked up on that at the time.
A person walks past the hallway, and afterwards, the sound of some glass being kicked can be heard. As we already know, this is the second time Chris has ventured to this particular place to do a video. But let's just hope that after these 2 times, Chris will no longer return here, just in case something even more horrible awaits him on his 3rd visit.
He wouldn't go alone though, surely.
And that was 11 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name
Please
is
do.
Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Good stuff. Enjoyed that. Nice and creepy. There's some intriguing videos in there. There was a few I wasn't entirely convinced by as well, but there is know what you guys thought of them. The one with the watering can, I don't know. I could be wrong, but I know it looked like the back of the chair, but it just seemed to move around the time the can started moving. And that Urbex guy, hats off to him, like, going places like that. Impressive. But yeah, in the meantime, thanks everyone for watching. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, try and draw some views in. I'd be grateful for that. Leave your comments with any thoughts, or if you want to discuss it live, if you ring the bell, you'll get alerts of me live streams and you can come by and have a chat. And we can have a discussion about creepy stuff there. Why not? Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.